Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV, a familiar face to all of you. I'd love for him to reintroduce himself, his first and last name, and the name of his business.
Cheldin, I'm Louis Bezich. I am a men's health advocate, 50 plus men's health. I'm a contributing writer to phillyvoice.com. And of course, the author of Crack the Code, 10 proven secrets that motivate healthy behavior and inspire fulfillment in men over 50. How
Okay,
are you today?
yeah, I'm so good. I'm getting better because I get to see your face, and it makes me happy. And I think that that's the topic of what we are going to be talking about today. I mean, now more than ever, people need to find joy, and I'd love to kind of dive into what makes men happy.
Well, sure. So I really enjoy, trying to figure out, and from a psychological, that I approach men's health from a psychological standpoint. So it's all about what makes men tick.
Yeah,
And, in prior conversations, we've talked about the fact that there's a lot of research out there that connects happiness and healthiness, happiness and good health, right? And we also know, we've had conversations that, what provides happiness are our relationships, right? So one of the things I want to talk about today is what exactly is it that makes us happy and can provide for a happy relationship? Because while it's something, well, you would kind of take for granted, right? Well, I know what makes me happy, right? Well, maybe not, because so many things that we take for granted um, are really worth a little bit of conversation and discussion. So what I advocate for is for men to really think about that and spend some time contemplating what makes them happy,
yeah,
and in particular because in this era of COVID and the pandemic, a lot of things that we would normally engage in, right, we can't do anymore. We can't, at least where we live in New
yeah,
Jersey here, we can't go out to dinner, at least indoors. We can do it outdoors now. So
yeah,
there's a lot of things. So I think that, taking a look at what our goals are, what our
yeah.
aspirations are. We do that in business all the time, right? We have goals and we want to measure those goals. Well, those same strategies apply to our personal life.
Right. Right. And really evaluating that. I know that one of the things that you've always hit home with us here at This Is It TV is about not only being accountable, but the action steps, right? In
Yeah.
order to be able to make happiness a reality for you. It's not enough for you just to want to be happy. What are the
Yeah.
types of things are you going to do? And so what types of suggestions would you make for somebody who's feeling in this kind of slump? I mean, understandably, everybody is in, the trials and tribulations of what we're all going through right now.
Yeah.
What kind of suggestions would you provide that gentleman out there that is not feeling at his best?
Well, first of all, four things really come to mind. First of all, take a fresh look at your ambitions,
Yeah,
at your family situation, at your goals in life. We constantly need to reassess and reevaluate. And again, particularly in the context of COVID,
yeah,
that's an important thing. And so, set up some goals for yourself. Make sure that they're defined as
yeah,
much as possible, because again, the more abstract they are, the less measurable they are. And it's hard to, like, and I'll talk about a report card in a second, it's hard to
right.
measure success there. So, take a fresh look at your goals. Number two is do it in concert, particularly if these are relationship oriented, with
Yeah,
your partner, your spouse, the people in your life, what I always call the loving constituency, because men's health, as I always say, is a team sport, right? So, plan together. What is it that we can do together, or as a family, or as a big brother, whatever the case might
yeah,
be, to advance your goals. Number three, continually reassess. Like I said before, reassess, where are we? Have we made progress? Have we not? And then why? Is it something that, we're finding out that when it comes to a certain goal or an activity or whatever, that we like it or we don't like it.
yeah.
For example, my wife and I have, created this sort of practice of Friday night movie nights, right? Dinner and a movie.
Yeah,
Now, it's takeout, it's delivery to the house, or I go around and pick it up, and then it's on the cable, but it's dinner and a movie, and we really come. That's our new habit, right?
oh, I love that.
So, and then finally, number four is give yourself a report card. Step
Yeah,
back, evaluate how things are going, and have the wherewithal and be free to change the goals, right?
yeah,
These are yours, and you're in control. So
yeah,
if your report card says something is working, then stick with it. If it's
yeah.
not, change.
Ah, I love those. I absolutely control was the word that you left us with most recently, but I feel like that was an ongoing kind of theme throughout all the four of them is kind of truly taking control of your own happiness, affording yourself the ability to look at what you're doing. Does it actually make you happy? And then controlling your activities. I love the date night. I think that even if the date is inside now and in a non-traditional space, but you and your wife are taking control of whether and what you put into your life and the activities.
Absolutely. Life throws all kinds of stuff at us, all kinds of barriers and hurdles and such that, can make us unhappy.
For
And so
sure.
in order to stay happy, I
Yeah.
think if you, like you say, if you take control, establish some goals, kind of work the system.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little business-like. You may think it's a little sort of over the top for your personal situation, but you know what?
Yeah.
Again, nothing gets done unless you have a plan.
I,
Nothing, you can't advance in your relationships unless you put your mind to it. It just doesn't happen automatically. So,
yeah.
that's my message this time for men, particularly men over 50 who aren't known for like sitting
No.
down, honey, what can we do to, create some more happiness here? And it sounds kind of hokey, but again, it's
No.
a good process and can be a fun process.
Yes, yes. And these gentlemen are used to, more often than not having a plan, right? And having an execution plan and having a business plan and having goals and objectives, whether it be within their professional life, but to apply that, those same practices into their personal life to be able to generate joy, I think is a really great action plan for them. I
And to tie
absolutely
it,
love
I'm sorry, and to tie it back to men's health,
that. Yeah,
there's nothing more motivating than accomplishment,
right.
right? We love to check that box on the list. We did it and we had fun, which makes
Yes,
us want to do it some more, which makes us want to what? Stay healthy enough to
yes.
keep doing those things. So
Oh,
that's how we tie it all together.
I love this. Well, it's time to get accomplished. It's time to get happy. If people want to get in touch with you, where would they find that information?
They can go to my website, 50plusmen.com. You'll see all the information there about the book, about speaking, about these videos are there, all the
Yeah,
stuff that I do.
I love that. I love that. It's such a pleasure to always have you on, providing insight and some clear action steps for people to live a better life. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Sheldon. Loved it.
Wonderful. Until next time. Until next time. But we are
Bye.
so excited. It's time for all of you to get happy, folks. Get happy. Take the necessary steps in order to live a better life. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.